Hey YouTube, what is up? How is everybody doing today? I hope your days are going good and your lives are going even better than that. We are going to be jumping into the band known as Brand of Sacrifice with the song called Eclipse. The Eclipse, if you don't know where it's really from in the manga, the Eclipse is where the story basically starts, because you start before the Eclipse. You start with all the kingdoms and the fighting and the wars and facing Zod and all of that stuff, and then the Eclipse is where the Band of the Hawk get destroyed, where Casca gets raped by Griffith / Femto, which is what I'm guessing a lot of the album is about Femto's point of view, but I'm not too sure as I've only heard one song from them. And then the Eclipse is where we first meet the Apostles and the Demon Worlds and all of that stuff properly. And it just kind of shows off like the Apostles are basically like God. Like in terms of, they're like demonic gods, like they're that kind of level of power, and that's what Griffith turns into Femto, and the sense that rapes Casca, making Guts watch while he does it. Guts loses an eye in the process, and yeah man, that's the Eclipse in one big nutshell. So let's see what the fuck we go from here. Let's see what kind of point of view that they've done it in, from whose point of view they've done it in, should I say. And then man, fucking hell, I'm excited. Let's fucking go. Why does the opening to this remind me of fucking Deadpool? You know, the first one. The first fucking Deadpool, I don't know why. Like, just the way it's shot, like, the cinematography totally reminds me of that shit for some reason. Don't ask me why, but fuck it. Song isn't even started yet. It's a 2 minutes 30 seconds. We're 41 seconds in. I mean, and we haven't even started the song yet, so okay. I'm guessing it's about to fucking drop though, to be fair with you. Let's keep going. Oh, that fucking... It's like spoken, but it has such darkness behind it. I fucking love that. That is so fucking cool. There isn't really much to break down in terms of like length of songs, so I'm going to pause whenever the fuck I feel like it. As I gotta make the most of this, man. It's been a while since I've been able to check out Brand of Sacrifice, so... I got a fucking leg sleeve based on this shit, man. This is my favourite manga of all time, mate. I dedicated a whole leg to this shit, so... Totally just gonna make the most of it, to be fair, man. Your offerings have consecrated, they are marked by the brand. So the brand, it's like a symbol, I'll put it up on the screen in post, but it's a symbol, it's something that attaches either to your neck or to a part of your body. And it's like a sign that you have been marked by the God Hand in order to be killed by the demons, and the demons will forever hunt you if it happens. Like, you know, if you escape. Regardless of if you escape the Eclipse or not, which majority of people won't and never will. And you are marked by that brand forever. And there's no way to remove it, there's no way for it to stop. There's magic that can temporarily hold it, but it's not going to last forever. You either need to seal off the demon world, or you need to find a witch or a mage in order to help you kind of just like seal off the power of it just a little bit, just so you can sleep. Because they always come at night in darkness, never in the light, quite obviously. The sun has seen its fifth death. The sun, if you've ever seen the famous shot, I'll put this one up too, like, when they're in the eclipse and they've got the eclipse moon, and they've got all four of the god hand standing on like podiums, or is it on fingers, something like that. They're standing on fingers, I'm pretty sure, or like hovering for some of them. And the fifth is Griffith, right? So his death, meaning he died the moment that he got tortured by a king of a kingdom, and he died at that point. He's a broken man, and he sacrificed everything and everyone in order to regain his ability to be able to achieve his dream once again. Instead of valuing what he had, he was like, fuck this shit, I'm going for ultimate power, and that's what he did. He sacrificed everybody, from Band of the Hall, Griffith, Casca, everybody that he cared for and loved, and just for the sake of that power, for the red lake to flow again. So the red lake is where they're standing. Before the eclipse happens, they run into a lake, and that lake turns red with blood, and the eclipse begins to happen right at that moment. So he will feel their pain in order to complete the final transformation. So he will feel the pain of every one of his teammates dying and suffering and being raped and tortured by the demons in order to complete his final transformation into Femto. A name new is Femto, and old is Griffith. Griffith turning into Femto. It seems like it's done from the point of view of Void. Void is what some would consider the leader of the God Hand. It's like a dude with a brain, which I'll put it in post, man. You know, like, I'll put up images and shit, just because I love the lore of this fucking manga. It's like I said, man, it's my shit, so let's fucking go. Oh, that is such a cool sound, man. Oh man, that background though. Holy shit, the like kids in the fucking breakdown before it broke down, that was insanity. I'm not sure exactly what they said, because it's like, it's got so much like extra layers on it, so it's kind of difficult to understand. It's like, go to sleep, Femto, something, something, I think. You guys can let me know in the comments what you think it actually is, what you know it actually is, because I've got one lesson to fucking get this right. Doing my best, but it's not always easy to figure out every little tiny thing that you can before you go into it. You know what I mean, man, but still. Lyrics and lyrics and lyrics, we fucking go again. Your offerings have been consecrated by the Lord of Causality. So the God Hand all represent one certain thing. They're based off what they were when they were still human. Each of the God Hand, each of the apostles, as it were humans. And they found a crimson ballet, or like some form of ballet that's special. And the moment the eclipse happens, once every, like, I think it's like a few hundred years, like, the eclipse happens and a new apostle is born. That's literally how it works. And a Falcon of Darkness, which is Femto, send us into an age of abyss. He's meant to be the coming of death. He's the merging of the demon world and the human world. He's the beginning of the end of days, if you will. He's the beginning of the invasion. Blinded by beauty, with stacks of bodies as high as the eye can see. Blinded by beauty, if you don't know the reference, when Femto's raping Casca, Slan is saying such a thing of beauty, pain, and disgust, and lust, and pleasure, all happening at the same time. What a show Femto has put on for us. And yeah, that's literally what it is. That's where that reference really comes from. You can tell this guy's a fucking berserk nerd, just like me. So it's awesome. Stacks of body as high as the eye can see. Obviously, The band of the Hawk are all dead by this point. The lake they were once standing in is now filled with the blood of his dead comrades. Feast, Apostle's Feast, or it should be Apostle maybe, like, because it's only Femto feeding on that power of the dead in order to become Femto. The chosen by the hand of God, so the one chosen by the God hand, should we say, the master of the sinful black sheep, the master of the band of the Hawk, the sinful black sheep, which is what they are, and the king of the faithful blind, because they blindly followed Griffith's dream and wanted to make his dream come true, and in the end they paid for it with their lives. Welcome to the new age. Welcome to the new age. We are the branded ones. That's Guts and Koska. They were the only two to escape. Koska lost a memory, and Guts lost an eye, but they were saved by Skull Knight, weren't they? So that's how shit happens. Fucking love it, mate. I absolutely fucking adore Berserk. It's my favourite manga of all time, and as you can tell, I could talk about it fucking forever if I really wanted to. Such an awesome song. The breakdown was amazing. I'm gonna go back and listen to that shit like another 20 fucking times. Just from how fucking sick it is. And still, man, it's just a great song. It's so short. And that's the point. It's meant to be short because while the Eclipse lasted 2 episodes and the anime lasted many pages in the manga and stuff like that, but in terms of the whole grasp of Berserk, that one thing, it was very short. Because the rest of the story expands past that. The story leading up to the Eclipse was like many books of the manga, right? And the Eclipse was only like not even a book, maybe like 1 book if we're lucky. So I guess I understand why they did it that way, but fuck it, man. This band is awesome. I love the technical deathcore. It's so fucking cool to listen to. I was raised on technical death metal, as you know, that was my thing. That's what I grew up on. So technical deathcore is just that next step up into brutality, and I'm all fucking for it, man. Have a wonderful day, evening, or night. And I will catch you guys in the very next video. Until then, take it easy.